Hi, I am Lisa Martin Naimi, Mystic, Empath, and Ascension Portal. And if you'd like to know more about me and what those terms mean, you can visit my website, lisamartinnaimi.com. So I am here to share with you an empathic reading of the frequencies available for the upcoming week. And in this case, I'm just starting today and going through next Saturday. So today is Friday, March 11th. Through next Saturday, Saturday, March 19th. And additionally, as well as providing you just with the frequency update for Ascending Humanity, I also share with you how to integrate these frequencies into your energy field to help you to navigate the week ahead. And as well, if there are any practical tips that come up, then I share those with you as well. I'm actually going to change out my pendulum here so it's a little more visible. Okay. There we go. See that one better. This information, by the way, is channeled on the spot, and so I don't record and edit. You're just getting me vulnerable and authentic, and that's how I live my life, and I encourage you to do it too. It takes a lot of courage. It's kind of scary sometimes, but it sure is worth it. So I'm going to start out this week's video a little bit different, and first let you know where I've been for the last couple of weeks. So the ramp up for this solar eclipse that happened on March 8th was really, really intense, and I was in a ramp up period for 2 weeks, and I just could not touch the energies, the frequencies that were available. I couldn't do it. It was just way too intense. So I just honored how I was feeling and how my body was responding to all of that, and chose to take some quiet time to be inward. And here I am, refreshed and new and ready to move forward with you again. So that's what's been going on in my world. And also, I wanted to share with you some notes that I took on a dream that I received a couple nights ago, 2 nights ago, in fact. And most of the time, my dreams are just about, me, and they're, some emotional processing, and then sometimes I go places, astral travel or whatever, or my soul speaks to me, or, I receive messages from all the different beings that work with me, or just, my most expanded self. That's where most of my communication comes from these days. So that's most of my dreamscape includes that. But every once in a while, and this has been happening more and more frequently, I'm not sure how long this has been going on really, but sometimes I receive a dream that is a reflection of what's going on in the collective of the human consciousness. So and what these dreams are letting me know is what I'm busy processing for the collective. So as empaths, what I see for our job here, and then there are some other empaths who are in a teaching role who see this a little bit differently, but this is what I see, and I check in regularly to make sure, okay, are we still doing this? And I get a yes for me, and for those whom I'm here to serve, the answer is yes. And it's totally possible that empaths just split out, and we're all doing slightly different jobs, although the main overriding job is unified. And so no one's right, no one's wrong. We're all just tuning into wherever it is that our needle is pointing. So in this particular situation, what I see for empaths and for myself is that my energy field and the template within it that indicates that I'm an empath is assisting to process the density of the collective consciousness. So this can get really intense sometimes and does knock me offline once in a while, but somehow my life has just set itself up so that I'm able to accommodate the times when I need to be quiet and have some downtime and isolation, and then I can get back up and keep marching forward. So anyways, so this is the type of dream that I had showing me what the collective is processing right now, which I'm going to share with you in just a second, and what my energy field is processing for the human collective right now. It was also, these dreams serve to tell me, and this is going to be true for you as well if you're watching this and this resonates with you, just to let me know that, hey, this is not about you, Lisa, it's not about you. This is what's going on in the collective. So if any of these feelings arise inside of you, they're not personal. It has nothing to do with you. It's just your energy field processing the density of the human collective consciousness. So with that little preface out of the way, I'm just going to look at my notes here, and I'm going to go through this dream really quick. I'll just take a moment, and then we'll move on to the reading. But I think this is going to set up the reading for today and helping us navigate the upcoming week. So, so when I refer to the human collective, this is going to be overall in general what the majority of humanity is experiencing. Now, this does not, of course, say that everybody is having this experience. This is just the main overriding symptomology experience that humanity is experiencing and presenting. And so we can see these symptoms popping up, in the news media and on social media, or on stories that we read on the internet, etc. And so the information I'm going to present to you is going to help you to get clear on kind of the unconscious layer that is driving these behaviors that we're seeing in the human collective right now. So, so number one, the human collective feels unprepared for what is coming. Now, again, this is unconscious. So they don't even know what's coming, but they just have this sense that something big is coming, and I'm going to have to be on the spot. I'm going to have to perform. I'm going to have to bring my best self, and I don't feel prepared. They feel so unprepared that they feel like they haven't even had the opportunity to rehearse. So it's just going to be like totally out of left field. Bam, here you are, you're in the spotlight, and now you got to do your thing. And not only do they feel like they haven't had an opportunity to rehearse, but they feel like they don't even have the skills or abilities to perform. Now, again, this is not true of everybody, and there are some people out there that project a really great, they project a good game. They, on the surface, they look really, really confident, but you can kind of see some ego wobbles and some strange behaviors that are negative. And so if you dig down deep underneath that, you can see that they're wearing a mask, and really it's this unconscious stuff that's going on that's driving their behaviors. Additionally, they feel that they are in disarray, and no matter what they do, they won't be ready. They feel powerless. So it's no wonder that acts of desperation are common these days, and we frequently see that, and they break our hearts. They take our breath away. They're unimaginable at times. So then there was a part 2 to this dream. So additionally, the individuals within the collective human consciousness feel that their authenticity is being challenged. So some of them don't, most humans don't even know what their authenticity is, but it's so scary for them to show it because they just feel that they're being challenged all the time. And so they just feel so vulnerable that it's too frightening to allow that part of themselves to be exposed, even to themselves. They are also, as a result of this, in a state of self-judgment about their ability to fulfill the roles and missions that they chose. Again, most of the time, this is completely unconscious, and they don't even know what those roles and missions are, but their lives are directing that anyways. So these people are even attracting challenges, not challenges, but challengers and detractors in this area that, and the challengers and the detractors are actually helping them. They're acting as a catalyst to either deepen the self-judgment or to set the stage for human beings, human consciousness, to break free from the bondage of self-doubt and inauthenticity. So it's a very exciting time for human consciousness, but it's pretty unstable and it feels pretty fear-laden. So if you're an empath like me and you're watching this video, there's a good chance that you're picking up on this as well. So this is just a reminder to you that number one, if you're feeling these things, it's not you. You're picking up on the human collective consciousness. So it's not personal. And secondly, this is just good information to keep in mind when just approaching people in your daily life, and so they have this undercurrent of fear running throughout their experience. So it can just help us to be more compassionate and just have another deeper layer of understanding to assist us in performing whatever service it is that we are guided to fulfill with any unique individual with whom we encounter in our daily lives. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and find out what the empathic reading is what the frequencies, what the empathic reading is for the frequencies for ascending humanity for this time period. So for today, Friday, March 11th through Saturday, March 19th. Okay, 1 second, please. It'll take me just a second as I get this information to download and I begin to interpret it. And again, I have no clue what it is right now because I haven't tapped in yet. So you get this hot off the presses. Okay, 1 moment, please. Okay, it's already coming in. Okay, so I felt this really very cold energy coming in again. This is similar to the last reading that I did. This very cold energy came in and it kind of billowed in. It billowed in all the way down to my tailbone. And then another layer of it came down and kind of settled over the front of my face and the front of my eyes. And I felt my vision shift. So the vision of my 3D, my physical eyes. Okay, so let's see. What is this about? 1 second, please. I'm just listening and receiving. Well, it's pretty straightforward. So our vision is shifting for ascending humanity. And so the energy that came in, this very cold energy, it had a lot of movement to it, a lot of spark, a lot of life force. It was very electrified energy. So this energy, just a second. This energy is assisting us in being able to see through the lens of the cosmic energies. So this is a more expanded view, bird's eye view, but even beyond that, like we're talking like astronaut view of the planet and what's going on here. So the distance is great, but from this great distance, we can get a picture of the overall health and wellness, as well as beauty and majesty. Ooh, these are nice words. Inspiration. And that this view affords us. So the minutia of everyday existence, of all those inhabiting the planet, is that is hidden from us. That is something that we're just not privy to for this upcoming week at this particular distance, this particular vantage point. Okay, what else? Okay, and so then I'm also now picking up some pain in the back of the heart chakra. All right, so this bird's eye view, or this astronaut eyes view, is going to be assisting us in detaching from judgment. Not so much self-judgment, but from any judgment that we still experience towards others. This is very much other-oriented. So there's a very much a sense of a disconnection of that tendency to judge, or that kind of stream of thought that causes us to take that route when we are looking at the choices and the outcomes of somebody else's life. So this is going to assist us in getting a larger overview of the people that we encounter and humanity in general, and help us to see the bigger picture about their role, not only in their own lives, but in the lives of the groups, the groupings that they touch, so like their subcategories of the collective, as well as humanity overall and the planet overall. So we're going to, as ascending humans, we're going to have some very privileged information to be able to have a greater in-depth understanding of the big picture and how each individual's big picture is playing into the collective. So what I see here is a major turning point, a major shifting point. This is extremely exciting and very uplifting. Like, my heart is just uplifted. Okay, one moment, please. There's more. Okay, lots of resolution coming up over the next week. So there's also going to be resolution regarding places in our lives where we've been betrayed, or we've felt betrayed, or where we have betrayed others. So we're going to find the inner resources, be gifted the inner resources to be able to enter into a state of forgiveness, specifically regarding betrayal, either forgiveness for others or forgiveness for ourselves. And even when it was somebody else who betrayed us, there's often a component of self-forgiveness that needs to occur for the choices that we've made that cause us to become involved with that situation or person that ended up betraying us. So again, this fits in with the overall theme for this upcoming week of this bird's eye view. So when we're able to see how all the little pieces, parts fit together to create this beautiful, uplifting, magnificent, motivating, inspirational picture, and then the places where we experienced pain and hurt at the hands of another, suddenly they all make sense, and we're able to mine the lesson or the gift out of that experience. Okay, one second, please. There's more, just a second. Okay, there also is a component of responsibility. So I'm feeling this in the right shoulder. And by the way, the betrayal, that shows up in right underneath the right shoulder blade. So now I'm moving on to responsibility, and this is showing up on the right shoulder. Responsibility can show up on either one, but this is in particular the right shoulder today. Okay, and this extends up into the the neck, not the cervical spine, but the muscles on either side of the cervical spine. Okay, one second. So there's also going to be a release for us, ascending humans, of places where we take action on responsibilities that are not actually ours. So this is going to be freeing us up from, just a second. Don't quite have the words yet. One second. So this is going to free us from years of, lifetimes of stepping in where we shouldn't have, freeing up a lot of time, helping us to get our nose out of other people's business, assisting by stepping back. We assist those who we have been helping by enabling them to step into their own self-empowerment instead of being in a state of disempowerment where we may have been doing all the hard work and the heavy lifting for them. So all of that energy, all of that intention, all of that mental focus is going to be rerouted. Just a second. Okay, wonderful. So that energy is going to be rerouted to the back of the heart chakra. It's going to be this is going to act as a healing for us and helping us to relieve that pain, any pain that's associated with the back of the heart chakra, which most of the time I pick up as having to do with overtones of self-judgment. So self-judgment. So earlier we talked about judgment towards others. So this is also going to assist us with self-judgment. We need this energy and this focus and intention to be freed from its displaced focus on taking care of other people's responsibilities, and so it can be returned to us. So this is, in a way, we are reclaiming our power and calling it back to us. We're remagnetizing our power back to us. Okay, just a second. Okay, and so, all right, this is the final piece for the week. There is also, with that sealing up of the back of the heart chakra, there is going to be a forward push of the heart-centered frequencies being showered out the front of our heart. So even more than we have up to this point. Ascending humanity is going to be a great source of love frequencies, compassion, genuineness, authenticity, vulnerability, deep caring. And these energies, these frequencies within the love frequency are going to be, they are right now, shooting out of the center of our heart like a fountain. It's a horizontal fountain. So not only do they shoot out in a shower, but there's also another component that acts like a torus field. So some of those energies are going to be coming back in and returning to us. And so there's an action of, an opportunity of, the more we can allow those love frequencies to be showered from our heart, the more we'll also experience that return of love back to ourselves. So it's our own self-love coming back in to support our journeys. Okay. So that's the message for the week. Good luck for the next 2 weeks. They're What I'm seeing from other readers, they're going to be pretty intense, but it's also really exciting. So best of luck to you. Remember your tools, grounding, taking cover when you need to, and then practicing extreme self-care. And then when you're ready, get back out there and be the authentic and vulnerable you that you're here to be. And again, to contact me, you can contact me through my website, lisamartinnaimi.com. My Twitter handle is Alchemy Academy 1, the number 1. And you can find me on Facebook, Lisa Martin Naimi. And thank you so much. I really enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun for me. And I'll be speaking to you in about another week. Have a wonderful week.